Permanent makeup has been in the Philippines for a really long time. I don't know if you know some of your lolas, titas who have the eyebrows. So in a way, merong negative connotation yung permanent tattoo, like eyebrow tattoos sa Philippines. When I told my mom I wanted to pursue eyebrow tattoos, sabi niya, no, wag yan. Kasi yun yung nagbo-blue, nag-green, yung old style. Yung sa mga lola, gano'n. But of course, from then to now, nag-innovate na new techniques, new tools, new everything. We're not really promising na if you do SMP or if you have your eyebrows done, we're not promising, sure, 100% you'll be confident na. But if we take away the consciousness, hindi ka conscious na wala kang eyebrows today, or hindi ka conscious na mahanginan lang yung hair mo, kita na yung mga tinatago. If we can take away some of that worries and it takes space in your in your mind. If we can help you in that way, parang I think it doesn't give you 100% confidence, but it will push you, yun nga, like you said, it will push you into the right direction. Hopefully one day you'll be able to wake up, go out and face the world and just be really, eto ako, this is me.
Kung makikita mo dati, I'm always skinhead Di ba? And I always wear bonnet or cap. Kung ngayon nakita mo, di ba? Hindi halata, di ba?
Ngayon mo na sinabi sa akin.
Yes, exactly. Kasi nga, that's the purpose of it. Yung mukha siyang totoo talaga. Guess it's not because I'm shy. Ano siya? For me, confidence builder siya. Since yun yung topic natin, napansin ko, simula nung nagpa-SMP ako, parang sabi ng mga tao, parang may nagbago sa'yo. Or di ka parang bumata ka.
There are a lot of people out there, maybe you who are listening to this episode, na kailangan ng onting push. No? I mean, some women are not confident to go up and show up and be seen out there because of some things na pwede naman pala magkaroon ng remedy. No? Whether it's your eyelash, your lips, your hair, right? So it helps a lot what you guys are doing in bringing about confidence. Sometimes confidence comes from other people believing in us. Direct ang topic natin for tonight before we dive deep into the conversation. Confidence. Saan nga ba nagsisimula ang confidence? Where does it begin?
Pag-usapan natin dito, kwento mo sa buhay. Kasamang mga pogs, ilabas lahat ng tunay. Mag-relax na tayo, sober man o tipsy. Aral makukuha mo sa Life Over.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Life Over Whiskey Podcast, where we share valuable life lessons and stories you can learn from over a glass of whiskey. My name is Brian.
And I'm Gerald.
Direk J, magandang hapon, magandang gabi sa'yo.
Magandang hapon, Bri.
Oo, at napakaganda rin ng ating venue, ating studio for tonight. Because we're here at the Pod Network Studios na bagong launch lang. Last April 22. Grabe.
So nakabinyag tayo dito?
Tayo mga unang buminyag.
Ayan.
Direk, I'm so excited because we have here, I feel like two of the people na maraming mapupulutan ng aral ang mga ka-whiskey natin out there. Pakilala ko na, Direk.
Pakilala mo na.
Our guests for tonight is a husband and wife team in the beauty and aesthetics space. The husband is the founder of Manscalp, specializing in scalp micropigmentation, and the wife naman is the owner of Permanent Makeup Manila. Beyond their work, they're also parents to a 6-year-old son and a 6-month-old daughter. They're here to share their journey, helping people feel more confident in their own skin. Mga ka-whiskey, mga kalobarkada, let us all welcome Miko and Pauline Andrade.
Hi.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hi, guys.
Hello. Thanks for having us. Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Off cam, you mentioned that this is your first time.
Yes, this is our absolute first time being interviewed and let alone being on a podcast. So thank you guys for having us.
Thank you for trusting us.
Direk, ang topic natin for tonight before we dive deep into the conversation. Confidence. Saan nga ba nagsisimula ang confidence? Where does it begin?
Alam mo, Bri, yung topic na yan, I feel, no, na even us, tayo, may educate din tayo dito sa topic natin for today. Diba? So, feeling ko, tanungin na natin muna sila kung ano ba background nila muna.
Ayan, oo.
Diba?
Para makilala muna namin kayo. Maybe let's start with you.
Alright, so I'm Miko Andrade, and I'm the founder and I'm the artist also at Manscalp.
Growing up, bro, what was your experience like? Paano ka ba napunta dyan?
So basically what I do is I do scalp micropigmentation. So that's tattooing the scalp to make it look like you have more hair than you have. Usually it works for guys who sport a buzz cut or a shaved look, and then we just restore the hairline with tattoo. So how I got into it is, well, growing up, kasi I was really into arts, like sketching, painting, and stuff like that. But I kind of like diverged away from that when I was in college. I tried to pursue something along the lines of business. So I took up economics. And then after that, like a couple of years after graduation, I pursued a career in finance, basically.
Ang layo. Ganun siya. Pero like what they say, direct, babalik at babalik ka. Diba?
Exactly. So it's really just finding something that I can channel my creativity and what I'm really passionate about, which is arts, basically. It's just a different medium. So instead of on paper or canvas, ano na siya ngayon? Nasa scalp na siya. Nagta-tattoo tayo.
Transformation. On that note, let's ask naman ang iyong wife.
So hi, my name's Pauline. We actually met in college. Ako naman, I was taking up psychology. I wanted to be a doctor, and I was in pre-med actually. But I realized like a few years, like maybe on my second year of college, I realized that I am a true business-minded person. Kasi my parents are both entrepreneurs. So, na-realize ko na I didn't want to study anymore. Parang, nung nag-sink in na on how long it would take to really be an established doctor, I realized na it wasn't something that I was really passionate about. So, we met in college. And so, after college, kukwento ko pa ba yun?
Yeah. Do you immediately started a business? Or?
No. So, right after, from psychology pre-med, I shifted into art. Psychology, yung pre-law. Kasi diba dalawa yung... So, from BS Psych, I transferred into AB Psych. And then when I graduated, all of my friends were suddenly in med school and also suddenly in law school. So I felt a little bit lost. So I enrolled in and got into law school. So I did law school for 1 sem, but I realized it really wasn't my passion, and parang na peer pressure lang ako kasi I was
nakikita mo kasi yung mga kasama mo eh.
Everybody was
saka parang siya yung clearer path going out of college for you.
So when I remember I was still in law school, I decided na I really wanted to do something that I really enjoyed. So I studied to be a makeup artist. I don't know if you remember the times of sulit.com.
Yeah.
Ano ba yung una? Sulit or OLX?
Sulit naman.
Sulit na ba?
Sulit tapos
yun. So I used to, when I started makeup, sulit.com lang yung saan ba nag-ads? So pag may hinahanap ka, you go to sulit.com. So I advertised my makeup business there.
Services, yeah.
So when I think right before I finished makeup school, nakakabook na ako ng weddings. I was 20 when I started doing makeup. So for a 20-year-old to be doing makeup during that time, konti pa lang kasi makeup artists before. So I was very busy. I was very happy doing what I was doing. Nag-LOE lang ako actually sa law school. Tapos never na ako bumalik.
Wala talaga eh. If it's not for you, it's not for you.
So I used to be a makeup artist.
Okay.
So from possibly med school, I went into law school, and then I found makeup. And then I was doing that for a few years. For a few number of years then talaga. But then a lot of life changes, I guess. I felt burnt out, and I went into the family business. So family business is retail. So I was doing that for a while, for a few years also. And then, wala, beauty talaga. So I've actually found permanent makeup.
Yeah.
So when I found permanent makeup, I was seeing it online. Mga service providers abroad. I saw how natural it can look, how beautiful and how undetectable it could be. So I decided na that's what I wanted to pursue.
Pero Pauline, yung mga ganyan ba niya? Di ba? Hindi yan pa din self-taught, no? You have to study or to enroll, right? Certification.
Actually, yes. In the Philippines, wala talagang body that governs tattooing.
Okay.
But abroad, they're really quite more strict kasi it's dealing with blood, it's something permanent. So it's more regulated.
More stringent and regulated.
So I studied abroad. Pero it's not really like a 6-month, 1-year course. It's more on workshops and learning from reputable people para you can get best practices also.
If I may add, like in our industry, it's not really a formal school. A lot of our clients ask us like, did you go, like how did you find a school to learn this? Did you take up a certification of some sort? Pero sa totoo lang, like in our industry, it's still relatively
new
in
here.
Its infancy. Yes.
Pa, yeah.
Bago pa lang siya. So what we do is basically like we try to look for artists whose work we like, and then we just hope they offer trainings and some sort of apprenticeship. Yeah. So we try to approach them, and then we go wherever they are and try to learn as much from them as possible. But really, it's it's really how you develop your own technique afterwards. So we try to get as many trainings as possible.
Learn from established artists.
Yes,
and
like best practices. Like this artist might approach cosmetic tattooing this way. That other artist might approach it some other way. So we try to get as much information as possible and then make it our own, basically.
Yeah. But parang take inspiration sa mga established or credible people, and then use that and innovate your own way, right?
Your own style.
Yes. Your own style.
Yeah, I'm just curious with the both of you, no? Yung permanent tattoo, is that correct? And then SMP.
Yes, scalp micropigmentation.
How young yan dito sa Philippines?
Oh, I think for our industries, it's quite different.
Okay.
Permanent makeup has been in the Philippines for a really long time.
Okay.
I don't know if you know some of your lolas, titas who have the
eyebrows.
Right. So in a way, merong negative connotation yung permanent tattoo, like eyebrow tattoo sa Philippines. Kung iisipin mo siya, before, when I was starting, when I told my mom I wanted to pursue eyebrow tattoos, sabi niya, no, wag yan. Kasi yun yung nagbo-blue, nag-green, yung old style. Yung sa mga lola, ganon. So 30, 40, 50 years ago for permanent makeup. But of course, from then to now, nag-innovate na new techniques,
so like
new tools, new everything. So for our industry, medyo mas matagal na siya. Pero the natural looking ones, I think, medyo recent, siguro 10 years.
Okay.
I think it's more different for Miko in the Philippine setting.
Yes, so like scalp micropigmentation, before maybe exploring how long SMP has been present in the Philippines, just to give a background on how I found out about SMP. So Pauline started before I did, so way back 2016, is it? So like what she said, it's been permanent makeup is more mainstream. People know, more people know about it. Yun nga, mga lola natin, yung ibang tita, may some sort of cosmetic tattooing on their face. But with scalp micropigmentation, so when Pauline was learning, she was going all over the world to train, getting the best practices. Just to name a few, siguro you've been to Scotland, different parts of the UK, some parts of Asia, the States, just to
master the craft.
Master the skill and craft.
Master the craft, basically. So when she was learning back in 2016, that's when I started to see, like in one of her learning materials, there's a part about scalp micropigmentation. So we talked about it initially. Actually, like when I saw it, I thought it was kind of funny that people get these types of procedures. Yun, meron palang ganong type ng procedure.
Yeah.
And my dad, I remember kasi my dad's very entrepreneurial. So he goes, kasi nag-uusap kami like during a meal time. And my dad goes, why don't you try doing the male the guy procedures.
The male
all the male
male
procedures. Like, kasi may male eyebrows, ganyan.
That's right. Medyo nakalimutan ko na But during that time, I was taking up.
So it was your dad's suggestion na check out the male
part of business.
Part of
the business.
Permanent tattoo, right?
During that time in our, I guess, mid-20s. So I was pursuing a career in finance. So I was taking up all these certifications and licenses. So I was a stockbroker, and then I was taking this certification program, some sort of parang close to well, actually parang part ng MBA program. So I was taking that, and then after that, trying to change my my career path. So when her dad, my future father-in-law suggested that, parang
napaisip ka.
Yes, napaisip ako na
bakit hindi namin naisip yun? Why doesn't he join?
Yes.
Parang nagkaroon ng moment na, parang after, kasi during that time, anong year yan? 2017?
2017.
17 or parang ganon. Kasi I was quite established. Parang medyo mabilis din yung path
progression mo.
Ko.
Yes.
I think I was working almost every day doing permanent makeup. I was seeing like 3-4 clients a day, every day, Monday to Saturday. So medyo naging busy din talaga ako. Like, I'd be at the studio morning until nighttime. And hindi namin naisip talaga na, why don't you join?
And then looking further into it, it reminded me of may mga different art forms eh. So like SMP, siguro to give your audience an idea what scalp micropigmentation or SMP is, it's tattooing the scalp to make it look like you have hair stubbles on your scalp. So it's restoring the hairline, trying to blend it with the hair stubbles you have on the sides and the back to make it look like you have a full head of hair that you just shaved. So it reminded me a lot about stippling or pointillism. So it's adding dots to an artwork to make it to make some to make some parts darker and lighter, and basically dot work siya. Parang it's an art form na dealing with dot work. So it reminded me a lot about that. So yun nga, nag-click sa amin. Parang, ba't hindi natin to inisip dati?
Parang nalaman mo about scalp micropigmentation. Parang na-curious ka, meron palang ganon. Ganon yung feeling mo. And then na-associate na niya yung passion niya before in terms of art, na it's kind of like that. Yeah? Ganon pala yun.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yun nga, nag-research na kami. Like, so back in 2017, I'd say.
Okay.
We started to research, like, is there a market for it? And then here in the Philippines, halos wala pa. So, may konti. So, but usually they're permanent makeup artists. Again, kasi it's a more mainstream type of service. So, it's permanent makeup artists doing SMP on the side. Parang side service lang nila. They're not really specialized in doing it. So, when I got into it, it's something I wanted to change. Na mag-specialize ako doon. We'll look for all the trainings we can get. Tapos, yun. Doon na nag-start.
Medyo may curious question ako sa'yo.
Okay.
Do you remember the time na first mong nag-tattoo na talaga sa ulo?
Yes.
Meron bang nostalgic feeling sa'yo na you're doing art again?
It's mostly a nervous feeling. Kasi, yun nga, it's tattoo, tapos practically on someone's face. Kasi you're tattooing the scalp, restoring the hairline din. So, nawala lahat ng memories nung nung art ng pointillism. Nag-focus ako lahat na I could either make or break this guy's look.
Yeah.
May takot kasi it's life-changing, but in which way mo siya dadalhin.
Yeah.
Kasi,
and you felt that responsibility.
Yes,
right?
A lot of responsibility, a lot of pressure. So, siguro parang na-blackout ko na lang din yung experience na yun, like, because of all the nerves. Pero, yun pero when I felt that, afterwards, parang, I was so nervous that I thought, parang, what I'm doing must be something really important because you're that nervous doing it. So
you care about the outcome. Basically, you care about the outcome. So how was it? Yung natapos mo na, how was the feeling for you?
And thankfully, since yung future father-in-law ko yung nag-suggest,
siya din yung one of your first clients.
So it was actually my dad and my father-in-law. So people who I'm gonna see regularly. So syempre ayoko talagang sirain yung scalp.
So far ba anak pa rin tawag niya sa'yo?
Thankfully, yes.
Thankfully.
Yes. Pero yun that's how it all started. Tapos yun.
Interesting.
And I think it really made you want to be a better artist.
Yeah.
Yes.
So much so that on our honeymoon, so he started a year before we got married. Tapos on our honeymoon, since out of the country na rin naman na kami, hinanap na namin yung best artist sa part of the world. Or like, I think we were looking into the artist more than saan tayo mag-honeymoon. Tapos i-side trip na lang natin yung honeymoon natin. Kasi para isang gastos na lang, diba?
Entrepreneurial talaga.
Actually, so parang business trip / honeymoon on the side. Parang
at least na-enjoy kayo sa gano'n. And you're together That was important.
So we went to, for further studies, we really looked into anong pedigree yung gusto niya. Sinong artist yung gusto niya, mentor niya talaga. So that led us to New York and then Florida. So, same coast. So doon na rin kami nag-honeymoon. New York and Florida yung honeymoon namin.
Right.
Yeah.
Efficient.
Galing, no? Bri, may I share my experience?
Yes, go ahead.
So, you might wonder how I met Miko. Diba? Okay. Hindi ko kinuwento sa ito. Anyway, I had SMP done. Halata mo ba?
Hindi ko halata.
Exactly. Diba, ewan ko, makikita mo, i-flash mo na lang editor sa video. Kung makikita mo dati, I'm always skinhead Diba? And I always wear bonnet or cap. Kung ngayon nakita mo, diba? Hindi halata, diba?
Ngayon mo na sinabi sa akin.
Yes, exactly. Kasi nga, that's the purpose of it. Yung mukha siyang totoo talaga. Guys, it's not because I'm shy, it's because gusto ko lang yung parang may nagbago sa'yo, bumata ka. Alam mo yung gano'n. Yun yung ano. So, when I had it done, Bri, ano siya, for me, confidence builder siya. Since yun yung topic natin, napansin ko, simula nung nagpa-SMP ako, parang sabi ng mga tao, parang may nagbago sa'yo. Or di ka parang bumata ka. So, yung iba na nagtatanong talaga, parang nagpaano ka ba? Nagpa-implant ka ba? So, sasabihin ko yung SMP. So, some other people, hindi nila alam kung ano yung SMP. So, in short, yun nga, inaano ko na, tattoo yan sa ulo. So, based on my barber, sabi niya, kasi may mga ginagawa rin siya na mga inaahitan niya. Yeah. Sabi niya, alam mo bro, yung sa'yo, ang galing ng gumawa niyan. Sabi ko kasi may mga ibang style kasi na parang dinrowing lang talaga. Ito, it takes, yung talent
and
talaga.
And patience yan
Patience, yes.
Attention to detail is something important because again, like I mentioned, may pakialam sa outcome.
Correct.
Diba? Na syempre, it's that feeling and experience nung mga tao. And speaking of confidence nga, how did it make you feel?
Well, yun nga. Actually, ako naman, I'm not bothered with how I look before. Pero, mas parang, ngayon, nagpa-podcast tayo. Before, di ba, naka-bonnet ako, nakakap ako. Now, parang I'm more confident na wala. Parang ganon. Parang okay lang ako kahit wala. Kasi parang wala ka nang makikita na parang medyo dito walang part, pero dito makapal. So, for me, parang I feel really more confident in a way simply because I look younger. Yun yung sa akin.
So, it really helped you out a lot.
Yes.
Especially being,
And I'm glad na si Miko rin yung gumawa.
Thank you for trusting me.
Si Miko pala ang
may kasalanan.
Dyan,
So far, magkaibigan pa rin kami.
Natawag pa ako ni Gerald dito sa podcast. So, thankful ako doon. Alam ko happy siya with the results. So,
How long ago was this?
January? I think January, no? When we started.
Yeah, January lang ba?
I think our first session, we did in like December.
Yeah.
So like going back to what you said na parang yung tiyaga. So just to give you an idea na yung hindi lang siya basta isang session. Like,
bupo ka lang, ganun okay na.
So kunyari may mga like with body tattoos, like if you get a full sleeve or a full back piece, you can have it done in, let's say, a day. 12 hours straight, no problem. But with SMP, scalp micropigmentation, well, pareho naman careful siya. Pero there's slight variance in the process. So we did 3-hour sessions for Gerald. So kasi ano yun?
Ilang session yung sa'yo?
3.
Yeah.
3, tas 3 hours per session.
Yes. So the reason for the sessions is that yun nga, parang we do the first application, yung first session. So every session, buong scalp yung nilalagyan natin or yung buong area of hair loss. So it's from the hairline to the crown. We try to blend it with the sides. And then we space it enough kasi kunyari with body tattoos, diba? One session yung kunyari back piece or sleeve. Like you can do it one session straight for 12 hours. Kasi iba yung goal eh. With body tattoos, you want the artwork to pop out. You want the piece to be as brilliant as possible. You want the line super solid and super saturated with pigment para makita talaga yung design.
Yeah.
But with SMP, we try to give it as much space in between, let it heal, and then do another session kasi malaking part yung healing nung for the overall look, malaki yung part na letting the scalp heal and the pigment settle and then adding more work and then adding more work. Kasi we want to make it look like you have hair stubbles. Hindi siya yung parang isang buo na dikit-dikit na yung dots. So we may slight variance lang in that process.
Tsaka also, Bray, before, to be honest, I'm not open about doing this before. Kasi nga sabi ko nga kanina, di ba? Parang confident naman ako na nagsishave lang ako eh. Pero hindi ko alam, may gaganda pa pala. Alam mo, one thing na nakapagpa-decide din sa akin, remember we interviewed who's this? Will Devon and also Rico Robles. Ikaw ba nahalata mo na meron sila?
Hindi.
Exactly.
Another surprise for you.
Another surprise for you, di ba? Siya rin ang may kagagawa nun.
Bakit pa-revelation ka dito? Bakit pa may gawa nun?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yung goal ko talaga is to...
Daming surprise for you today.
Yes.
So, yung goal natin is to make the work as natural as possible.
Actually, naantay ko lang napansinin mo eh, na parang direct may nagbago sa'yo, hindi mo pinapansin. Sabi ko, okay.
Yeah. So, as natural as possible, medyo oxymoronic or medyo opposite yung siguro sasabihin ko ngayon. We want the work to be as subtle as possible, pero drastic enough that you see the difference. Yeah. So for the one who has the SMP, the difference is really drastic. Like sa story ni Gerald, it's been a couple of years since he's seen his hairline. So drastic for him na may hairline siya bigla. Pero subtle enough that
hindi siya
mako-call out. Like you see each other regularly, tas hindi mo na call out.
Yung tipong pag halatang halata, bro, kita mo ba yung ulo?
Exactly.
Bro, parang hindi natural.
Pero Pauline, you know what, no? Doon ko na-realize na talaga, I mean, kasi nung ginagawa to ni Miko, syempre, alam ko pag as an artist also, like us, alam mo pag magaling yung artist mo. Diba? At saka alam mo pag talagang, alam mo yung OC siya sa ginagawa niya. Pero yung talagang feeling kong best compliment nang galing doon sa barber ko.
Actually, yeah.
Nanggaling sa iba. Okay.
I think maraming clients si Miko yun din. I remember you telling me, meron kang client, yung barber daw, tinatry i-shave yung isang part, paulit-ulit, tas ayaw ma-shave.
Exactly.
Tapos, parang
nagsugat na yung ulo.
Actually,
diba parang may ganun
yes,
kwento?
kaya siya nagising, nakatulog siya eh. Tapos na-shave around the hairline. Nagising siya kasi medyo mahapdi na. So medyo tender na. Tapos pagising niya, sabi niya, hindi yan maaalis. Tapos, yun, nagulat yung barber niya. So that's the reaction we want. Na hindi mo alam na tattoo. What we want is for people to think yung last thing we want for people to think is that it's a form of tattoo.
Eto na guys. It's time for you to answer in our segment, what are your top 3 qualities as a person? So who wants to go first? Pico, ikaw muna. Miko,
Ako muna.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd say, siguro with the line of work I've chosen, meticulous.
Okay.
Hirap pala nito ah.
Passionate.
Yes, passionate. Especially now that we're parents, I think, yun yeah, parang, yeah, your kids bring it out of you. Yung, yung passion basically. To improve yourself, your work, and to be a better partner to your wife.
Organized.
The next
Organized.
I guess, yun yeah, with 2 kids, you have to be.
You have to be
organized. So I guess I'm done. Okay na ba yan?
Ano yung top 3? So, meticulous, no?
Meticulous, passionate,
and
organized.
Yan. Ayos.
How about you naman?
Siguro opposite na lang ng lahat. Ay, hindi. Positive pala, no?
I think,
I think me, I'm chill.
Optimistic.
Optimistic. Yung ganong mas relaxed in a way. Like, I think with kids also, it also brought out in me more, okay, it's okay. It's alright. It's okay. We don't have to stress about, ano bang word pwede doon?
Para not everything's gonna go according to plan. But it's okay.
Ano ba?
Calmness, parang gano'n.
Yeah.
Or like,
One word nun.
Siguro,
understanding in some way, no?
I'm more of the anxious one so I can
ba?
attest to that na si Pauline yung nagle-level out nun talaga. Like,
parang it's okay. It's
grounded.
not a big... Pwede.
In a way.
Pwede, I think. What else? So that's one. Grounded. Second, I think I'm also caring. For, especially to those I love. And and I really want to... Kailan ba explain yung bawat word?
Hindi naman, pero if you want,
Gina-justify. Caring ako, guys. Caring ako. Hindi mukha, pero caring ako.
So, grounded, caring. What's the last one? You might wanna suggest.
Beautiful.
quick, yes.
Given na daw yung given.
Oo nga. Siguro ako thinking of another word, pero quick on your feet and parang industrious.
Entrepreneurial industrious.
Ano
yeah.
Parang she always thinks of ways to improve siguro with our line of work. Like in how I take pictures. You've seen that.
Yeah.
Na parang zero knowledge about photography ako. Pero yun parang we try to, kasi the only way to bring your work out there is to, I guess, take good photos. So yun, she was the one who set up my lighting, yung camera setup, like with the right lens. And this is all from someone who's not a professional photographer. So lahat yun parang ni-research lang niya. So ako, yung ginagawa ko lang, okay, so ano na yung na-research mo? Oh, wow, thank you. May bago na akong equipment bigla. And
yeah, I think part yun ng caring. Kasi I see his work and I saw his pictures. Parang sabi ko, parang I've seen your work in person. It
doesn't justify
it does, like the photos don't do it justice. So parang I had to research and I had to experiment also with him. Tapos nung nakuha ko na, okay, I'm happy with, kasi ganyan yung what I see sa clients niya in person. Parang na-translate na namin sa, parang para fair lang. I feel like he wasn't, hindi fair na hindi kita yung work niya.
Sige, going back lang sa'yo, diba? Sabi mo, you're grounded, you're caring, and industrious. That goes hand in hand with you being caring kasi you see the potential in other people. That's how you're coming off to me, my experience of you so far. And I guess, Direk, ito yung perfect time. Perfect time na sa susunod na segment natin, which is
Kwentong mental health. So, ikaw, kamusta ang mental health mo?
So we have here life cards. And on these life cards, there are series of questions. When you read the question out loud, you take a drink, a sip, and then you answer the question. So, sino ang gustong mauna? This is random. Random lang naman siya.
Sige, ako naman now.
Okay.
Baka maiyak ako dito.
Tignan natin.
Sige, read it
Read it.
Tagalog pala yung cards, no?
Yeah.
Isang maikling buhay na puno ng kahulugan o isang mahabang buhay na pangkaraniwan.
Ooh.
Cheers na lang. Kayo yung uminom for me, guys.
Cheers na tayo.
Kasi I am breastfeeding.
Okay.
So,
Oh, yeah. It's okay, it's okay.
for me, guys.
Yeah.
Cheers.
2 shots si Miko.
Na no? Dinamay sila.
Oh.
I think for me, isang mahabang buhay na pangkaraniwan. I'm happy and contented with my life now and with my family. And if I can spend as much time and as long as I can with them, parang it doesn't have to be parang
Extraordinary.
pangkaraniwan siya. Ano bang English ng pangkaraniwan? Ordinary.
Ordinary.
Ordinary. Pero yung my ordinary days now are filled with love and, naiyak talaga ako. I think it's the hormones, guys. Hindi. Parang I'm
Love
very,
and gratitude.
yes, I'm very happy and contented with life now. That if this is how, as good as it gets, I'm okay.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Parang maiiyak ka na, Miko.
Oo nga eh.
Pero actually, alam mo ba, no? Alam mo na surprise ako kasi I remember, I think that was siguro mga 3 episodes ago. Yan din yung nakuha ang card. Totally different sa sinagot niya.
Yeah.
Kaya parang nagulat ako.
Yeah.
Nagulat ako. Ang galing. I like your answer.
Alright.
Okay.
You wanna
My
add
turn.
something else? Okay. Sige.
Baka umiyak na ako ng...
Sige. Get to feel.
Ano ang isang pagkabigo na ngayon ay nakikita mo as a blessing?
Nice. So, sumat
Baka
ka muna.
baka maiyak ka din.
Okay lang. Habang nag-iisip ka.
Meron ba tayo? Matagal pa ba yung time? I think yung mga bad experiences with work,
That
yun
journey
yung
mo.
tingin ko yung blessing. How I was being treated as an employee and
Yeah.
like how it plays a part into what I think I'll do for the rest of my life. Siguro yun yung parang turning point na ito ba talaga yung gusto, parang how much do you want it? Yun yung
Yeah.
parang question na tumatatak sa akin nung pag iniisip ko yung time na yon. Like, how much do you want it? Gusto mo pa ba yun i-pursue yung ganitong type of career? Working with, possibly working for another person like, yun nga, like that boss. So, yun na yung parang nag-explore ako ng mga iba-ibang fields which include, yun nga, thankfully, yung scalp micropigmentation na tingin ko, I wouldn't consider it if I had a good job back then.
So, back then, you felt like, in a way, it's a failure.
Yes,
Pero-
failure talaga.
Pero ngayon, nakikita mo siya as blessing kasi kung hindi mo naramdaman yun, hindi ka rin malilid dito.
Yes.
Bukod, of course, sa father-in-law mo. Basically, no?
Yeah. So,
interesting.
yun. Parang, without a doubt, yun yung parang turning point ng, yun yan, nung parang career, yung pursuit ko in finding a career for me.
And welcome back sa Life Over Whiskey.
So, what's your takeaway, Bri, for our topic?
Ito, honestly, kasi ang topic natin about confidence saan nga ba nagsisimula? As much as definitely it should start with us, I can't help but agree that definitely how people see us does bring about confidence. So, nag-anchor sa akin yung sinabi kanina ni Pauline na there are a lot of people out there, maybe you who are listening to this episode, na kailangan ng onting push. No? I mean, some women are not confident to go up and show up and be seen out there because of some things na pwede naman pala magkaroon ng remedy. No? Whether it's your eyelash, your lips, your hair, right? So it helps a lot what you guys are doing in bringing about confidence. Sometimes confidence comes from other people believing in us.
I like that.
How about you, Derek?
Well, Bri, medyo similar tayo. Alam mo, parang naka-relate ako dun sa story nilang dalawa. Kasi parang ako feeling ko my success, I owe it to my partner as well. Kasi there are times na parang feeling mo you're not worthy enough, pero yung partner mo will be the one pushing you to the next level. So ang key takeaway ko is dapat marunong kang pumili ng tamang partner.
Yeah, no. How about you guys? In our conversation, ano yung pinakatumatak sa inyo?
Siguro on the topic of confidence. Well, confidence as it pertains to yung ginagawa namin, which is cosmetic tattooing. Siguro we can only speak in so far as our experience with our clients. So, hindi naman siguro yung confidence na all-encompassing. Siguro just maybe yung a slight tweak in your physical appearance and how that affects or like helps in your confidence. Again, may kanya-kanya tayong baseline ng confidence eh. Like with Gerald, like super confident kahit naka-shave. Like, and I think it's a good look. Yung naka-shave ka lang, no SMP. It shows that you've come to terms with hair loss. Tapos, confident ka ba na, that you're shaving it all off. Pero if it can give you like yun nga, parang
additional push.
An additional push. Like, just something to frame the face. Kasi, yun nga, si Gerald nag-shave pa rin regularly. Pero iba na, may hairline na. So if that helps frame the face and if it can help Gerald, parang face the world na just with a little bit more confidence. I think that's very important then.
Parang para kung kumbaga sa RPG, nagsuot ka ng amulet. Di ba? May plus points ka, bro.
He desires something better eh.
Yeah.
Like, we're not really promising na if you do SMP or if you have your eyebrows done, we're not promising, sure, 100% you'll be confident na. But if we take away the consciousness, hindi ka conscious na wala kang eyebrows today or hindi ka conscious na mahanginan lang yung hair mo, kita na yung mga tinatago. If we can take away some of that worries and it takes space in your in your mind. If we can help you in that way, parang I think it doesn't give you 100% confidence, but it will push you, yun nga, like you said, it will push you into the right direction. Hopefully, one day you'll be able to wake up, go out, and face the world and just be really, eto ako, this is me.
Yeah, woke up like this.
Woke up like this.
And with that, guys, sige, go ahead. You have anything?
Okay. Siguro lang, just to share what some of my clients experience with SMP. Yun nga, parang, kunyari yung iba, hindi pa sila talaga completely open to shaving their heads. Baka may solution pa. Maybe they can mask it with a comb over or something like that. Tapos eventually, yun nga, na-buzz down na rin niya. Parang he faced his fears. Tapos when he buzzed it down, parang weight off his shoulders din. Parang, one less thing to worry about. Kasi hindi na siya worried na pagka hinangin or napawisan, kita na yung thinning parts. Tapos, yung na-address na niya yun, we did the SMP and he really liked the results. So parang nagkaroon pa siya ng confidence boost. Parang naisip daw niya, maybe it's also time to work on other aspects of my life. Like maybe I could lose a few pounds or maybe I can apply for that job I've been wanting. Kasi may confidence na like in terms of like how you present yourself. So, yun, parang we're thankful for that. Those kinds of stories really is what drives us into doing what we do.
Pero Miko and Pauline, so paano yung mga kawiski namin and our low barkadas kung gusto nilang kunin yung services nyo?
Where can they reach out? Any social media you wanna share?
I'm at Permanent Makeup Manila. So on Instagram and on Facebook. Permanent Makeup Manila.
Yeah. And for me, it's Manscalp. So MAN Scalp, SCALP, for Instagram, for Facebook as well.
Nice.
All right. And with that, thank you so much. It's been
Thank
a pleasure.
Thank
you. Thanks
and an honor. This is the first podcast nila. I hope mas makita pa kayo ng iba on other shows as well. And maybe have your own, di ba? Na parang you get to talk about the stories and how you're able to help out a lot of people out there. Mga ka-whiskey, kung na-enjoy itong episode na to, don't forget to follow and subscribe. We will see you on the next episode.
Stay pogs.
Stay pogs, guys. Cheers. Cheers lang. Cheers.
Podcast na naman with Gerald at Brian. Aral lang pulutan sa inuman at kwentuhan. Pinagsamang veterano, parehong talentado. Ihanda ang may katbaso sa lames at intabado.
Big Eyes Production.